Alright, we've arrived on site. Let's unhook the trailer and get it set up for the outside. Alright, first thing when you get on site is you're either going to back in or drive in to your site, and we need to make sure we're level left and right. And so what we have included with the rental, if you need to adjust the left and right, use these blocks and back up over them to raise one of the side of the trailer to get it level. For the up and down level, we're going to be utilizing the tongue jack. So let's go ahead and get this thing disconnected here. Tongue jack control is on the top here. Alright, so our scenario here is we are level left and right. So before we go any further, we're going to want to make sure the wheels are chocked. So let's just take a break here and let's install our wheel chocks. Place them in the front and the rear, and do the same for the other side. I already set up the other side already. You'll notice I still connected to the coupler fully here because we might need assistance to get these the bars off. And just a note, I'm at an angle here, so I have more blocks. If you're in a flatter setting, you probably won't need so many blocks. You could probably get away with just using this big one here on the bottom, or maybe this one. But if you're at an incline, you may need to use additional blocks like I am here. Alright, now I have some pressure on it. Go ahead and disconnect your electrical. Let's see if I can pull this. Oh, nope. So what we're going to need to do is raise up the tongue jack to relieve the pressure on the bars. Do the same on the other side. Alright, if you need to and you can't release that, you may need to put the tongue jack down, but now we can raise up. Make sure you're completely disconnected and free from the ball. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tow vehicle forward. Alright. We're disconnected from the trailer. Now let's continue with the outdoor setup. Just to note, we have 3 different cuts of keys. The black one here for the deadbolt and the door handle. We have one cut that will do the front storage, and the other cut will do the rear kitchen and outside shower on the other side. Go ahead and open up the door. Latch it on the back so it doesn't flap in the wind. To bring the stairs down, just manual, pull them down like such. The reason why I'm opening the door here is so we can get our level up and down level. And we supply a nice little level here that can be used for the left and right leveling, now in the up and down leveling. So we'll need to utilize this level here to make sure we're we're perfectly level. Just to note that the front frame bars up here are not perfectly level. That's why I put it inside the door like such. Again, I'm at quite a bit of an angle here, so your flat campsite probably won't be looking that much. Alright, we are good to go there for level. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do is stabilize the camper. And just again to note that the stabilization jacks are not for leveling. We have the camper perfectly level now by utilizing the blocks under the wheels and the front ton jack. Now the stabilizers are going to go down in each corner, and these are electric. So go ahead and find a couple blocks of wood or a single block of wood. Just use the switch to extend all the way down. There you can hear the motor work, and just make sure it's nice and taut there. We're going to do the same for the back side. I already have the block on the other side. Alright, now we have the camper completely level and stabilized. Let's continue. Now on the other side, I'll show you the power hookup and water hookup. Alright. What you're going to find in the front storage compartment is the power cable that I have laying down here. Also, some water hoses. These are Marine RV safe for drinking water hoses. And a water filter contraption with a pressure regulator and a 90-degree elbow. Just to note, there's a couple of hoses in case you need to extend. Also, there is a extension for the power if needed. So let's go ahead and hook up the power to the camper. See the plug here around the side of the camper. Just follow this to the side. Slides in, and just give it a little clockwise turn. That's all set up there. On the other side, this is where you're going to connect to your shore power. Generally a little electrical box at a campsite. And we have all the different adapters. So you may have a 50 amp service, and there you just make sure the breaker's off for the 50 amp, plug it into the 50 amp, turn it on, and your camper has power. If you only have a 30 amp service, the same thing, just put this adapter on, 30 amp breaker off, put it on, turn the breaker back on. And last but not least, do have a converter that goes down to 110 as needed. Just for safety's sake, please do not use just a small extension cord to run service. It won't handle all the TV, the air conditioning unit, microwave, things of that nature. So use the big cable. All right, let's hook up. Go ahead and hook up the water. As you can see here, you got your city water connection right below your power source. This valve up here is for the black water flush. So with black water flush, if you're going to utilize that to clean out the black water tank, I have a black water hose only. So don't use your drinking water hoses to flush your black tank. So go ahead and put the filter, 90-degree elbow, pressure regulator. Alright, twist that guy on. I find it easiest and just take your other side and hook it to the water spigot. Go ahead and turn it on, and you have water now. Easy as that. This is for a city water connection hookup. This camper also has a fresh water tank, and the fill is on the other side. So I'll show you in the storage here. We have an adapter that can go on a hose, and let's go around to the other side, and I'll show you where the freshwater fill is. On the passenger side, here's the freshwater fill. Connect this to your hose from your water source. Just go ahead and put in and fill until it, if you want it completely full, there is some overflow tubes on the bottom of the camper that you'll know when it's full. Those will start overflowing. And that is how you run with freshwater, the freshwater tank. Just a note, freshwater tank, you will need to use the pump, and I'll show you how to turn the pump on the inside. If you're hooked up to the city water like we did on the other side, you do not need to use the pump because it will be using the pressure through the water source.